Hello, this is Liam from Flavor Studios, and yep, this is what we're talking about. The Sony PlayStation. I would love to hold it, but unfortunately this thing has hurt my arm. Just put it back. And yeah, time to talk about the uprising of the PlayStation revolution. It all started back in the 16-bit era, from when Nintendo hoping to overcome the Sega Mega Drive, or as you know in America, the Sega Genesis. Sorry for my long pauses, I'm kind of out of breath. So yeah, they were hoping to overcome that Sega's competitor, which back then was kind of beating the Nintendo in the sales. They were hoping to, if I could be able to say it, overcome them with an add-on that would make the Sega CD or the Mega CD look a lot like Teletubbies. So they did a deal with Sony, to, the company that does the Trinitron TVs, to create a CD add-on for the Super Nintendo. It only got as far as the Super Famicom, but even by then it wasn't released. That was because there was a huge breakdown from the deal when Sony must find out that they were also working with their competitor, which was Philips, and they weren't happy. So they quit the deal, and while they were about to plan on quitting doing video games, or even mentioning about it, then suddenly the idea of this strange but wonderful console came up. I'm holding it the wrong way. There. And when they had to overcome Sega, the company, one of the sides which was kicking balls with the Saturn, and they were about to release it in America on a date that would be dubbed as Saturn Day, because it was on Saturday. They should realize that there's such a thing called bad puns. I don't really know if that's a pun, but they definitely screwed it up with the one on the Switch, but that's getting way off topic. Probably start around about it on Twitter. But now let's just get to the moment everyone remembers. E3 1995, normally known as the first E3 to be held, but also known for the time when they ended up managing to unleash one of the greatest ever one-liners of all time. And I'm not going to be saying it because they'll just break the rules of this, but I meant I will not be showing that clip. It was $3.99, and there was some and not only did that kind of screw Sega over with the overpriced machine that didn't really survive well in America, but still managed to completely dominate Japan for some reason. This kind of made Sega nervous. They already lost with the Saturn. This was 1998. So the answer, you guessed it, the Dreamcast. A console which I would love, and I still love to this day. Only problem, it's totally, it got totally destroyed by the PlayStation 2. At first it wasn't a failure, pretty good sales, but the Sony managed to completely annihilate them with the PS2, being able to tell many other potential Dreamcast buyers to just wait a few months. It was a lot like it was just a few months for the PlayStation 2. What did they manage to get? 152 sales, and yes, I'm talking about the PlayStation 2. A console which didn't really have much a strong library at launch. Like, there were some good games like Gran Turismo and all that, despite the fact that Gran Turismo debuted on the PS1. They didn't really strike it that well, but thanks to the DVD compatibility and Sony's money, they ended up forcing Sega into a moment which I would call crapism. And that resulted in the horrible modern Sega. But was it went for PlayStation? And that was, but like when the PlayStation 3 came around, it was totally ruined. Not totally ruined, but you get what I mean. Like, they just weren't able to kind of do it well with the PS3, and Nintendo managed to overcome them with the Nintendo Wii. So, and that was basically the end of the PlayStation revolution. I won't be ending it here because it seems as if they're coming back with the PS4, which has been out for a few years, and they have already managed to bring back the PlayStation with the PlayStation Classic. It's a whole lot more smaller than this. It's due to come out on December, but I'm not going to be advertising it because that'll just make me look a lot like some spoiled brat. And that's basically it. What turned out as a failed deal between Sony and Nintendo later evolved into one of the biggest gaming giants of all time. And that is it, the end. I hope you subscribe. You don't have to, but I would pretty much recommend that you do, because that would mean more nostalgic opinions, and plus if you want, you could follow on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, written lock. Yes, that is what. Yes, that is what you would call Scottish. That was a very bad impression, but thanks to my stupid English accent. Sorry, English people. And boom. If you want, you could like this video if you liked it. If you disliked it, you could please dislike if you want to. I'm not saying that you should, because that'll just be like total bollocks on. And I just hope that this channel doesn't go the way of Sega and ends up evolving into Modern Flametham Studios. Oh, that is. Peace!